what are some of your marketing strategies for your courses, for your Udemy courses? What kind of marketing do you do to pump up sales of your courses?
Yeah. Outside of Udemy, I have my website. It's called videoschoolonline.com, and that's where I just write blog articles. I when I launch a course, I'll post an article about it. I'm building up my email list. I also, through that brand, Video School Online, I have my YouTube channel where I'll put a bunch of free tutorials out on YouTube. And those surprisingly bring in a decent amount of students, and typically at a higher price point than through Udemy itself, because with Udemy, there's a lot of discounting. But when there's a student that comes from YouTube who's really interested in the topic, I have coupon codes on the YouTube videos. Either like in the YouTube video, I'll have like a link or something in the text, or in the description of the YouTube video, I'll have like a coupon code. And I have some sales for a lot of my photography classes through YouTube. So that's good. And then another thing I've done three of is I've turned 3 of my courses into ebooks, and I've posted them on Amazon. So I have a class on teaching online classes. I have my class on publishing Amazon books, and I have my class on starting a freelance career. And so for all of those books, I had a class and I turned it into an ebook. I posted on Amazon, and I'll also include a coupon at the beginning and at the end of the book. And
smart.
It's great. I mean, for my teaching online class, which for a while it was priced at $497 on Udemy, which wasn't making it made maybe 1 or 2 organic sales at that price. But now it's at $297 because they maxed the price. They limited the price point that you can charge. But I have still been making a few sales at, I think it was like $297 through that Amazon book. And so the Amazon book makes a couple bucks when someone buys it. And if they're invested enough to buy the book, they might be interested in enough to take the next step with the video course. And so, I've made a few sales through Amazon. And it's all these things, it's kind of building up different passive income streams. So with Amazon selling these books, I'm making about $100 a month. With YouTube, even the ads on YouTube on my videos, it's making about $100 a month. And it all just kind of adds together to be a really nice monthly income.
Yeah, that's great, because you're setting up, especially on YouTube and Amazon, like you're doing. I'm assuming you're using Kindle ebooks. So you're setting up these streams of traffic that turn into streams of income. You know, so, and what I like about that, and it's actually what I teach in my marketing course, is you set them up once and they keep working for you over and over again. So like your YouTube channel, what, if you don't mind, why don't you type in your YouTube channel and your website so people can visit and check you out there. And while you're doing that, let me ask the attendees, all of you that are here, go ahead and ask your questions for Phil. Just type in your questions. If you wouldn't mind, type them in as a complete question, because sometimes we might see it a little later as we're going through this, and we may not understand what the question was about because it wasn't a complete question. So if you could just make it a standalone question, that would be awesome. And then we'll have a little Q&A session, when we're finished with the questions. I really only have a couple more questions here for you, Phil, and then we'll throw it to some questions. Great. So your website is videoschoolonline.com, and then your YouTube channel is youtube.com/videoschoolonline. Oh, cool.
Yeah, and you can, from the website on the very top, you can get to the YouTube page or to the Facebook page too. So, I mean, I'm bad at Facebook and Twitter, and I try to automate it as much as possible, but I do have the Facebook page where I'll post my blog articles to there, and I'll share it on my personal Facebook. And so that's, another way of marketing my courses. But I mean, speaking of marketing, the best way that I'm marketing my own courses is through Udemy itself, using the promotional announcements. And we were talking
Right.
about this when we had coffee the other day, but I remember when there was a point when I was starting hearing a story about a teacher who was making like $1,000 or more sending out promotional announcements to their students. And I just thought that was crazy. Like, how could you send out an announcement and get a 2-day return of $1,000? And at that time, I probably had like 5,000 or 6,000 students. But over time, as I put out more and more courses, and then the amount of students went from 10,000, 20,000, now 80,000 students. When I send out a promotional announcement now, it's going to a majority of those students, or all of them who haven't opted out of notifications. And
Right.
when I launch a course, I'll get a good return, usually at least $1,000 on a new course. And then when I
Wow.
post a coupon for like an old course, maybe a few $100s just with a email that I send out through Udemy. So
That's awesome. Now, when you do that, because I just did a promotional announcement, I have around 11,000 students, so I don't have anywhere near the number that you have, but I just did a promotional announcement a couple of days ago, and man, I got so few responses, and I don't think it was overly salesy or anything like that. I was promoting 3 or 4 courses. And so do you have any tips on promotional announcements and how you do them? You know, you've probably been doing them for a long time, so you might have some ideas on what works better than.
Well, when I'm launching a new course, there's a few things that, for those of you who have followed Udemy instructors, might sound repetitive, but for those of you who are new, I think it's important just to keep in mind because it's kind of basic marketing tips. But when I send out if I launch a new course, I'll send out an announcement, and I've done 2 different ways. I either limit the time in which the coupon is available. So I'll say there's 48 hours to get this deal, and that seems to work pretty well. The other way that I think does even better for me is I'll launch a course, say the course, I price it at $197 or $97. And then when I launch it, I'll create 3 tiers of coupons. So I'll have 100 coupons or 50 coupons at a $29 price point, 50 more coupons at $39, 50 more at $49. And I'll say in the announcement, there are only 50 spots for the first, or there are only 50 spots at $29. Once those run out, there's 50 spots for $39. And that kind of text seems to work well for me. And then, I guess what I've done with my past 2 courses is I've timed my promotional announcements because you only get 2 per month per course. I've timed my announcements so I'll launch the course maybe like the last week of the month, and I'll send out a promotional announcement at the beginning of that week, and then I'll have those coupons available until like the first or second day of the following month, so that the following month I can send out another promotional announcement saying there's only 48 hours left, or there's only 24 hours left to get these deals. So for when I'm launching, I try to have like 2 announcements for like a launch sequence with my new courses.
Yeah. That's awesome, because that gives me some confirmation. I've been thinking about doing something like that because I'm always launching new courses. And I was thinking, man, wouldn't it be more powerful if I were to mention a course in one promo announcement and then in the next promo announcement kind of close the door, you know, like, hey, it's closing up. You better. So you're having 2 chances to create that urgency, the scarcity, and the exclusivity. So that's good. I mean, just what you told me right there, Phil, was really awesome. And I know the people listening probably got a lot out of that too.
Yeah, good. And then when you send your second announcement, make sure that you don't include students who have already enrolled in the class. Not that, just for the fact that they would get it and they might be annoyed that you're sending them another promotional announcement. But that's been working out really well for me. Yeah.